Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wrestling fans around the world, I would like to personally welcome you to episode 26 of the greatest wrestling podcast in the tri-state area, baby. The hottag.podcast, man. We gonna feel me. Clap it up. I. Now, y'all already know the deal. You feel me? Just a podcast. We talk about everything and anything pro wrestling. I, of course, as always, I'm one half of your host, Rashaad, and the other half of your host, my tag team partner in crime, my man's Justin. Justin, what's good with you, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? Uh, fresh off the Rumble.
Fresh off the
Um,
Rumble, the reset.
yeah, fresh off the Royal Rumble. Uh, for us, it happened yesterday. We're recording this on Sunday. Um, and it just feels good to be back. It's been a while.
Listen,
It's been a
man.
while, but it feels good to be back.
Feel me? Hot tag, your boy was dealing with some sicknesses. Feel me? Dealing with some allergies. Then I got hit with the flu right after that. You feel me? It's been a little minute, man. I was down bad, but you feel me? I ain't down and out. I'm back in. You feel me? Number 30 entrant, John Cena, hat down. I'm back in the
Yeah.
better.
It, um, we missed quite a bit. Uh, well, not missed because we're still watching, but we didn't get to share our thoughts with you on quite a bit of things over Chris Raw break. Saturday night's main event happened, and a bunch of other things happened. Uh, but we're not going to get into all that. We're mainly going to focus on the Rumble and this week's shows. But real quick, one thing that did happen while we were going that I wanted to address was the release of season 2 of WWE Unreal. Um, I didn't watch the first season. Did you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so I didn't watch the first season, but I wanted to watch this season because um, Seth's my guy, and I wanted to hear what how they went about planning the whole knee injury situation, and
The ruse of the century. Huh?
it has some highlights on um, Becky and Lyra,
Naomi.
Naomi. So I decided to check this season out, and and it was okay. It was okay. I feel like WWE Unreal is weird because they want to try to still keep the secrecy of a lot of things in the business, but they are doing a show basically exposing all of their whole process of how they come up with the things they do. Um, how do you feel about the WWE Unreal and how? And do you think that is a good thing that the WWE should keep doing? Do you think WWE should go back to the old where you really didn't know how things came about and unless somebody told them themselves in an interview? Like,
Well, I mean, obviously, you know, when they do come out with these episodes, it's way past the timing of a lot of things. So obviously season 2 came out 2 weeks ago when um they were covering a lot of SummerSlam. They were covering like right after WrestleMania going to SummerSlam. So like SummerSlam already happened, Saturday night's main event. with or Money in the Bank and everything that already happened. So I don't necessarily have a problem with it, just because they wait a good amount of time to show, okay, this is what happened, or this is what we did, or how we came up with this, prior to a PLE or whatever. Um, so I mean, I don't really have a problem with it. I actually kind of I enjoyed season one. Um, because that was the whole, build up to WrestleMania, and John Cena coming back, and turning heel and everything, like everything of Elimination Chamber. Um, and I did enjoy season two, just because I think season two is a little bit more special to me, just because we were there at SummerSlam, so like we saw it happen live and in person.
Yeah.
And then to understand, like, yo, this is, you feel me, they came up with this and was cooking this for a minute. So like, okay, all right. I kind of I enjoyed the behind the scenes.
My whole thing was, right, like a lot of the things we had already is that they talked about it Unreal. We already kind of knew. Like, uh, um, but also, like, what I found interesting was the most interesting part of Unreal to me isn't what they talk about, like story wise. Uh, sometimes, unless like maybe if there was like a big change in like a direction, if something happens. Um, but it's really I like to see and like the production of the matches, like in terms of who's producing, how are they coming up with certain spots and sequences and stuff like that. That's what I uh tune in to see more. And I just wanted to say that throughout all 5 episodes, Bobby Roode and Joseph Park would booking their ass off. Abyss.
Well, absolutely,
Like
absolutely.
they were booking their ass off the whole show, man. Finding out that Bobby Roode produced Cena and Cody at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
Uh finding how Joseph Park had to produce Randy and Jelly Roll versus Logan and Drew and all these
First
other
of
matches. Even Michael Hayes,
Yeah,
he gets the
with the
props for
evolution match.
for the Evolution match. EO
Yeah,
and Rio, one of the best matches of the
that
year.
yeah, that match was like, yeah. Shout out
So
Michael Hayes.
I'll give him props for that, but it's still fuck you for saying that Chelsea ain't main event material. I saw that too, bro. I saw that too. Talking about Chelsea ain't in the same lines of a Charlotte Flair or a Tiffany Stratton. Who? Who ain't?
I mean,
Because Chelsea's the most entertaining thing on your SmackDown's women's roster for most of the time.
now, yeah.
Before too. But hey,
But I mean, but you heard the breakdown though, when they were talking about her, like they was like, with the whole United States, championship, it's like, you know, she doesn't lose to Tiffany, she don't lose to Jade, she don't lose to a lot of that roster. It's probably about three women in there that she beats, but everybody else.
my
Uh,
thing is like, when you need somebody you can place anywhere in the card. If you wanted to open up the show, if you wanted to close or have your last women's match of the night. You wanted to have a match in the middle of the card. Chelsea Green can do it. And that's what Bruce Pritchard was saying. Why P.S. Hayes felt the need upon himself to put his 2 cents in, talking about Chelsea Green when you got Meechin on your roster and B-Fat.
Oh, wait a minute. What's wrong with you?
I'm just saying, brother. Zelina Vega was U.S. champion.
Yeah.
But we gonna talk shit about Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Crazy
That
word.
was nasty.
That was crazy word.
That was nasty.
But a lot of it we already know, like them firing Truth and then trying to. What is that sound? It's like a crunch, like a tussling crunching sound. You hear that?
No. That might be my table. I don't know. Okay, quick.
Yeah, them trying to cover up firing my boy R-Truth like it was some kind of
They say just
mishap.
let his contract lapse. I mean, if you think about it, like they was paying Truth a crazy amount of money, which they didn't need that. Like they didn't really need his contract. Like they could have gave him like a vet minimum or something, and he'd still be cool. You
Man,
feel me?
how about we cut the pyro budget down a little bit?
Negative.
How about we stop paying people we don't use on the roster? But R-Truth at that point was just in a feud with John Cena when you released him. But you'll have people sitting in catering for 8 months collecting a paycheck, doing nothing. But every time R-Truth comes onto the screen, you at least gonna get a laugh. You're gonna get a smile. It's gonna be entertaining. And the man's 40-something years old and still looks 24.
That's because Black don't crack, man.
You feel
Listen,
me?
I listen. Ain't nothing. Listen, I'm all for R-Truth. You feel me? I just feel like they should have, instead of letting his contract lapse, they should have been like, listen, we paying you a ridiculous amount of money when we don't need to. How about this? How about we give you like 2 million a year, something like that. Like give him a vet min. I give him keep him there, give him a vet minimum. You feel me? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, just seeing my boy up there crying, like
He wasn't on Road Dogs out there
bro.
crying.
Yeah, like that was fucked up. And you could tell like the whole locker room was like really fucked up behind that. And if they didn't bring him back, morale would definitely been down. But thankfully to us, and I mean the community, the fans, we were able. They realized they fucked up and bring him back.
You see what happens when the wrestling community voices their opinion? It gets shit done.
But yeah, that's all of my takes from Unreal. How about you? Anything else you wanted to speak on about WWE Unreal Season 2?
All I know is, you feel me? All respects to Big Jim. But brother, I see why you did it. I see why you did it. They ain't getting into that, but I see why you did it. That our Big Jim.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. If you know, you know.
But we can move on from WWE Unreal. Oh, the LA Knight thing. I'm sure it's been discussed now by everybody. But yeah, the LA Knight thing where he was supposed to, I guess, climb the ladder in Money in the Bank with Seth Rollins, and
Yeah,
it was
again,
supposed to
having
be
go back and forth.
Yeah, but LA Knight fucked up the spot leading to him kind of getting, people were saying he got like a lashing from Triple H. It didn't really seem like a lashing to me, more as
No,
though like, hey,
constructive
bro,
criticism.
this was set up for you to look strong, and that's why
And
we
you
set
didn't.
the whole thing up, and you didn't do it.
Yeah, it's listen, like it wasn't a lashing. You feel me? These are professionals. He's
Yeah,
LA Knight. If any, LA Knight's been doing this for years. Like, so trust me, that I'm pretty sure he's gotten worse than that. So yeah,
yeah, but uh, that's all I wanted to talk about with WWE and Real. We'll move into this week's starter shows. Before we get into all the WWE stuff, though, I will start off with AEW Dynamite for the 27th. Um, so they announced at the beginning, near the beginning of the show, after Kenny has a match with Rocky Romero, that it will be Kenny Omega versus Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Adam Page versus Andrade El Idolo at Revolution. Number one contenders, winner gets MJF. Um, I like it. I think the original person instead of Andrade in there was supposed to be Joe, but Joe is hurt right now. So he put Andrade in there, a good replacement. I think that the match is going to be fire. If I had to pick somebody to win, I would definitely probably say Kenny, uh, just because he has the momentum right now, and I think they're not just quite ready to pull the trigger on Swerve, and I don't think they would have him lose to MJF. Um, Hangman could win it, but he just had the title, so I don't think it will be him. And Andrade just came back, so yeah, they could probably give it to Andrade, but they all kind of have like two heels, and Andrade's in the Don Callis family, so it just would be a wacky situation. So I think Kenny Omega wins that one, but the match will be incredible at Revolution. What else do they have? El Clone versus Mark Briscoe for the TNT Championship on this show. The jury for me is still out on El Clone. I don't know how to feel about him yet. Just because, like, his whole thing is just a spinoff of somebody else's thing. He's good, though. He is good. He's good in the ring. Keeping up about that Jay Driller was crazy. But, you know, Mark Briscoe wins. And what important happens after the match, Mark Briscoe says he wants to be a fighting champion and that he wants to defend the title on Collision, just not against anybody from the Don Callis family. And then the lights go out, music plays, everybody's kind of thinking, trying to figure out who it was, and then the two words "Psycho Killer" appear on the screen, on the Titantron, and out walks Tommaso Ciampa. I don't know if we covered it on this pod before our little hiatus, but Tommaso did not renew his WWE contract, and he was going to test free agency. Everybody kind of assumed he would end up in AEW, but it was still a great reaction for Ciampa, and he's going to be challenging Mark Briscoe for the TNT Championship on Collision. I have not watched Collision yet, just because I had other things going on, especially with the Rumble yesterday for us. it just makes it hard to watch Collision. But I will watch because I do like Ciampa and I do want to see the match. How do you feel about Ciampa's decision to leave the WWE? Do you think he should stay? You like his decision to go to AEW and test out what he can do there? What do you think?
I always, agree with the wrestler. I mean, if you feel like you're not being used properly, you feel like you're not being used to your best abilities, then it wasn't like he got released. He, looked at the options, felt like he wasn't or he didn't like the way he was being booked creatively. So he didn't renew his contract and he decided to go to, you know, the next best thing, which is AEW, and continue, working and going hard over there. So I mean, like I said, I always agree. It's the difference between renewing and being released. So
Mm-hmm.
like I said, he didn't renew his contract. That was for me that same decision. And when wrestlers don't renew their contract and they feel like they can, do things better, I'm all for it. I'm all for what the wrestler decides to do.
Yeah,
You know.
and I agree with you, and I think that the options were wide open for Ciampa, but he chose AEW. And uh, props to Tony Khan. The presentation, the themes, music, the entrance, it all looked really good. So um, I wish, I hope the best for Ciampa. I hope his run is great in AEW. I don't know if this will be his last run or like if he will ever be back in the WWE. We don't know. I will be checking out his match against Mark Briscoe to see how that goes. Right after that, MJF comes out, but he's immediately interrupted by Brody King. Brody King has been trying to get at Max and get Max to give him a title shot for a couple weeks now. Uh, MJF calls Brody a follower, says he's only been a follower since he's been in AEW, brings up Malachi Black in the House of Black, brings up Buddy Matthews, and I think the Hellhounds or something like that. His group was called, and he brings up Bandito and says you've been following around them. Brody says he's not a follower; he just has friends. Tells Max he was right about him not being anyone credible, which is why he sat down with Tony Khan, and Tony Khan granted him a title eliminator against Max on next week. So we'll see what happens there. I don't know how, because this is the only thing about the title eliminator matches is how do you give Brody the win and have him go to face Max? But if he beats Max once, doesn't that mean he can beat him again? Do you have him lose and then the whole thing he doesn't even get a title shot to begin with? We'll see. I think that I don't think Brody's the one to beat Max for sure, but I would have much rather them just give him a title shot, have him beat somebody, than give him a title shot, than give him an eliminator. Um, you had Thekla versus Chris Statlander for AEW Women's World Title. This match was okay. Statlander gets the win. Megan Bain and Penelope Ford come out at the end of the match. Commentary says that they're looking at Willow and Harley Cameron in the tag titles, but a part of me thinks Megan Bain is looking at that AEW Women's World Title, which she should be, because in my opinion, that's the next champ. That's the person who should beat Chris Statlander, is Megan Bain. You had Davison Doyle versus FTR for the tag team championships. This was probably uh this or the main event, depending on what you like more. Either of these two were definitely match of the night. I'm a tag team guy, so this might have the edge for me because it was physical. FTR were obviously the underdogs in this match, not as just physically, but they didn't fight like it. They didn't wrestle like it. Uh, they still got their offense in. Um, Davidson Doyle looked strong. They looked like they almost had FTR beat. But Moxley and the Death Riders come out. I forgot to mention this earlier. Moxley had a match with Ace Austin. Match was okay. Ace Austin's creative, and Moxley's giving. Uh, After that match, Takeshita and Moxley had a stare down. Takeshita is going for the Continental Championship, but then as Takeshita was leaving, Davidson Doyle attacked Moxley. So, of course, the Death Riders return the favor. They come out during the tag team match. I think it was Garcia gets on the apron, causes a distraction. Moxley hits Davis or Doyle with the attack with the Continental Championship. FTR does the Shatter Machine for the win. A good match. I didn't mind the ending, just because they're blending some stories together. You just knew that Davis and Doyle wasn't going to win, but they wanted to keep them strong, so they needed a way to get FTR to win, but not make Davis and Doyle look any weaker. Um, and then you get into the main event. Andrade versus Swerve. Great match. I saw a lot of people wondering if Swerve could still go with all the added muscle he put on, if he could still do all of the agile stuff he was doing before. And yes, he still can. Yes, he can. Like, he still can do all the stuff he was doing before, and it's like super shredded now. Andrade still looks in great shape. After not being able to wrestle for a while. Andrade gets the win after he low blows Swerve. So this is a big win for Andrade's first win over somebody credible, former world champion. I feel like AEW Dynamite this week started off a little slow. There was a lot of title matches on this card, which I can appreciate, but the end definitely picked up around the Statlander Thekla match. Yeah, that's all I have for AEW this week. Like I said, I will be watching Collision. I just could not watch it yesterday because of the Rumble. But we can now transition into the WWE side of things. I guess we start from Raw, go over that a little quickly, and then get into what everybody's here to listen to, and that's our thoughts on the Rumble. How did you feel about Raw from the 26th?
I mean, I knew this wasn't going to be a crazy Raw, especially with the Rumble looming. Um, I felt like this was going to be more so AJ Styles based, which it was. Um, Obviously, he had the match against Gunther, um, where if he loses, he pretty much retires or his career's over. Um, so I figured this was going to be a little AJ Styles centered, which it was. Obviously Punk coming out, them two going down memory lane, and AJ getting his last title match against CM Punk. Um, and then obviously the fallout from Saturday Night Main Event, um, with the Judgment Day and Rio and Stephanie. Um, so I I really didn't. I wasn't expecting much from this Raw. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Like it, I this is literally when I watch Raw. This is what I expect. I expect CM Punk, AJ Styles, Judgment Day, Rio, Vision,
Mm-hmm.
and then everybody else. Like that, like that's really much. That's really all I expect from Raw.
I mean,
Obviously
that's
you
all
get
they
a.
have right now, to be honest.
I mean, you get a Jay Uso you know fair, shots warnings yeet running back. Um, and then you get some Becky Lynch stuff. So it's like it's so with this Raw, like I said, I really wasn't. This just wasn't a Raw to like really lock in on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just because, like I said, Royal Rumble's looming is not much to be going
I
going off
mean, when
of.
they sandwich themselves in between Saturday night's main event, Royal Rumble, right after that, and then Elimination Chamber shortly after that, when you sandwich yourself in these positions, I mean, what can you really expect? Like,
Not
uh,
much.
we didn't even talk about Saturday night's main event. I guess we'll skim through this real fast. Jacob and Cody Rhodes, uh, match never really happened. They fought all over the crowd until
Hmm.
Drew came and took out both of them. Like you said, Rio versus Judgment Day happened. It was a good match. But Rio get the win after uh,
Stephanie
Raquel.
Bakir.
Yes, Stephanie Vaquer takes out Raquel from interfering. Uh, AJ faced Shinsuke in an incredible match. Um,
Yeah, got memory lane.
pro-
Yeah.
they what we know now is their last match ever.
Hmm.
Um, AJ wins with the phenomenal forearm, and the main event was Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams versus Damian Priest versus Randy Orton. Fatal four way. Winner gets a number
Drew
one
McIntyre.
contenders at Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble.
And
Um,
we're in Montreal, so you already know who wins.
yeah, in Montreal, so you kind of had a feeling who was going to win. Sammy, of course, wins. Uh, Trick looked good in this match. As the only like rookie in the
Yeah.
match. Trick looked really good. Yeah, but that was Saturday night's main event. So uh, we go into Raw, and it starts off with an AJ promo, and AJ basically saying that Cena taught him that it would take a year, that it could take a year to retire, and he plans on making the 2026 the year of AJ Styles, which
Mm.
hindsight did not happen. Um, and yeah, just him talking about all the things he wants to do in 2026.
Punk comes out. Punk pretty much is like, I respect you, but like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't really think you should be doing this. You know, I think there's better ways to go about this. But AJ's like, he's like pretty much calling me a bitch. Punk's like, I'm not calling you a bitch, but I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, it's Gunther, but he's like, I really would want to face you, and I hope that after you beat Gunther, we can finally have that match. And AJ's like, well, I mean, would we have that match tonight? And of course, Punk's like, I'm a fighting champion, so we're gonna fight for the title. So, of
Once Punk put
course,
that title on the line, I knew it was over for AJ.
yeah. So, you know, um. So they have they pretty much have the main event: AJ Styles, CM Punk for the heavyweight
We don't
championship.
never get world title main events that aren't planned ahead of time.
Yeah. So I mean,
WWE could not have been more clear with the giveaway.
Um, then we obviously have a 6 woman tag match with Judgment Day, Liv, Roxanne, and Raquel, aka Big Sexy. We also have Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Stephanie Becerra. This match was pretty solid. Most of the beatdown,
It felt kind of slow to me, man. It felt
yeah,
like
most of the
slow
beatdown
until
was
the end. Like the end picked up a little bit,
it was mostly
but
because they was running Stephanie through the gauntlet. You feel
because
me? Then
yeah,
you
trying to
know,
save Rhea and EO until Rumble because Stephanie doesn't have a match at the Rumble, so
yeah.
she's going to take all
Um,
the heat.
But of course, once mommy comes in the match, everything's all over.
Yeah,
So Rio and Stephanie pick up the win. We also get a Finn Balor and Punk promo
yeah.
in the back.
I was just about to say Finn Balor goes to give some flowers to Punk after the match and say he considers Punk one of the best in the world. Uh, and Punk says he considers Balor one of the best in the world, but his legacy is being tarnished by hanging with the Judgment Day. And basically, they're still planting the seeds of dissension within the Judgment Day. However, they are taking the extremely long road with this.
Hmm.
Like, I feel like we've been watching the Judgment Day tease breakups for like 2 years now.
Yeah, they have. I'm not gonna lie, they have.
Like it's getting to the point now where we just got to do it. Like I don't care to wait any longer than what we are now. Somebody has to leave the Judgment Day. Something has to happen.
What's going on? Where JD at? JD hurt? What's going on?
JD is hurt.
Yeah.
Um, Dom is hurt, so I get it. But man, the Judgment Day is getting staler and staler by the week.
Well, once we get into the Rumble, then that'll change. Um, you know, uh, yeah, and then obviously we get a natty or an Natalia um promo package, which she now unveils herself as Natty. Um, you know, um, so now we have Natty coming out.
I still think it's
Um,
going to be hard to get anybody to give a fuck about this feud without the Intercontinental Championship.
yeah, it's not gonna be much to come out of it.
Because you're
It's
just gonna
two
have Natty
chances per
whoop her
Raw,
ass. What is like? Is Natty should in all seriousness whoop Maxine's ass?
without a shadow of a doubt.
But you showed me Maxine tapping Natty out like 3 weeks ago. So
So it's yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
it's crazy.
I don't know. I feel like they fucked up taking the title off of Maxine this early, but
We
it
also
is what it
get
is.
a 8 man tag match to figure out the number one contender for the Raw Tag Team Championships. We get Alpha Academy or American was it Alpha
Yeah,
Academy?
Alpha
We get
Academy,
yeah, we get
American
Alpha
Made,
Academy, American Made. We get
Los Americanos,
and the New Day.
and the New Day. Yeah.
Um, of course, I mean they've been teasing it for like a few weeks, so of course Otis and Tozawa do win, so they are the number one contenders for the Raw Tag Team Championship, which
Man,
once again, okay. Um um, we get a
RIP to the
promo,
tag championships, man. Jimmy
yeah.
Uso ain't been here in weeks. Jay
Because I
Uso's
think
trying to
Naomi
win
had the
the
baby.
Jay Uso's trying to win the Royal Rumble, and then their first challengers is finna be Alpha Academy. Get them titles are cooked. Moving on.
I think Naomi had the baby, so Big Jim on Big Papa duties, man.
The titles are cooked. Tag titles are cooked.
um, so then we get a promo with
Braun
Liv.
Breaker.
Oh,
Uh, uh,
is that? Then we get the living Finn.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Yeah, we could actually talk about that because they did Finn so sad here, and I've been saying this. So you wanted to say it, or you want me to say it?
I mean, so, cause like, cause the basis of it was like, Liv was pretty much telling him like, yo, like, you pretty much you need to do better. Like,
But this is after Finn goes to Adam Pierce to try to get in the Rumble, in
oh
which
yeah,
Adam Pierce tells him there are no more
ain't got no
spots
room.
left. Now, cool. Here's I wasn't a trick. If only, if only Brock Lesnar doesn't go on the Pat McAfee show 2 days later and announce that he put himself in the Rumble. If
And
only
then
later on in the week, Friday on SmackDown, Nick Aldis tells Adam Damian
Damian
Priest
Priest,
that he was able to pull some strings to get him in the Rumble. How were the spots filled for Finn Balor? The only representation of Judgment Day in the Royal
and the
Rumble.
Rumble was the women.
Yes. And none in the men's. It would have been Finn Balor. Okay. Yeah, but
Yeah,
that leads into the thing with Liv, like you said, where she tells him, like, hey, lock in.
pretty much. And then so then we have the Vision coming out.
Yeah. The main
Because
thing they've been teasing all night or building to all night and announced last week, Braun Breaker and Adam Pearce say Paul Heyman shows the footage of Adam Pearce over the last 2 weeks, putting his hands on Braun Breaker and costing the Vision a match. And Pierce comes out. He apologizes to Braun Breaker, lifts his suspension, and puts him and the rest of the division inside the Royal Rumble, which Paul Heyman is not happy about because it was supposed to be Braun Breaker's moment, even though that just helps Braun Breaker
pretty
win,
much, and
especially after they basically say it later on in the night that they're going to try to help Braun Breaker win.
yeah. Um, I mean, honestly, and then you go to the main event. We go to the main event.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
Austin Theory versus Mysterio, that happened,
yeah.
and then we'll get to the main event: Punk versus AJ Styles. And I was watching this. I'm like, damn, I don't know how Cena fans feel. Like, we've been watching my boy's retirement tour this whole time and didn't even know it.
Yeah.
The match was good, but like you could tell right when they were about to pick things up, the match never got out of first gear because of a run-in by Finn Balor. So you ruined AJ Styles versus CM Punk for the last time, right? And I get you got to protect them. You could have just had fucking AJ lose his match. And be honest, if he was going to lose at Rumble, and you knew he was going to lose at Rumble, you couldn't give us CM Punk versus AJ Styles in the fit with a finish before this man never gets to wrestle again.
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
It was
Because
that important to get your Finn Balor running in.
yes,
That pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. That actually pissed me off. This show sucked.
I mean, and be honest, SmackDown was just a tad bit better.
Show sucked. Yeah, we can go straight into SmackDown, I guess. SmackDown from the 30th. This is in Saudi. They built that Saudi stage in 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
They must have had mofos out there working like holes. They had to be on 23-1. 30 days. They
Tell you,
had
Grandpa.
they had people on too damn. That's too damn bad for real. I know people like, yeah, that's crazy. 30 days.
30
They was
days.
having some slave work going on out there. They need to investigate. That's crazy.
Said, you jump past, you run a mile.
It take America a whole NFL season to build a stadium.
You get hit, you run a mile. They was as soon as the New Year's hit, they said, guess what? We going to work.
30 days is nuts. Yeah, but this show starts with a Cody promo, a Cody and really everybody else promo. I mean, this promo went 30 minutes before there was any wrestling on the show.
Any matches, it was Cody. Then you had
I got it
Randy.
all right now. Cody comes out, teases winning the Rumble. Randy comes out, teases winning the Rumble. And dumping Cody out. Jey Uso comes out, and we had to watch him yeet his way down to the ring. Well, actually, he kind
Mm-hmm.
of sprinted there. He put some pep in his step today. But of course, we run it back. So that happens. And at the point that Jey Uso is running it back, I'm looking at the time on my shit, and it's 20 minutes into the show. And I'm like, oh, we're not even close to any wrestling. Like, we're not even close.
We go, we go, we go run it back.
After the run back, Sami Zayn comes out. Sammy brings up the point that he's never won the WWE Championship, and he's never beaten Drew McIntyre, but he also says he's never lost in Saudi Arabia.
Mm.
Not for long,
Mm.
buddy. And then the Vision come out, and 8-man tags made for later on in the night. We move on. Finally, we get some wrestling on the show, and it's Carmelo Hayes versus Rey Fenix for the U.S. title open challenge. They got to do
Solid
more with
match.
Phoenix, man. It's a
Yeah.
really good match. They have to do more with Phoenix. My boy should have been getting that 2003 Rey Mysterio treatment.
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, but look what they doing with his brother, man. They not showing the Lucha Bros no love.
Yeah, man. Like, I want Rey Fenix to have a singles run, but if y'all not gonna do nothing with him, just put him with Penta, bro, and let them bring life into one of your tag team divisions. Because
Yes,
they're
sir.
both dying a slow death right now.
Yeah. I mean, which we do find out obviously later in the night, with the whole Carmelo Hayes retains.
Yeah,
Um, like I said, it's probably one of the best matches of the night, or
yeah.
probably the best match
I
of the
mean,
night.
Carmelo Hayes, Rey Phoenix locked in. Carmelo Hayes extremely locked in right now. His springboard DDT is one of my favorite moves in the business right now.
Um, of course, we
Charlotte and Alexa versus Judgment Day happens.
yeah,
Who really gives a fuck? I don't even know. Charlotte Flair and Alexa win. Stephanie Valkyrie interferes again.
again, like it.
uh, there was Johnny Gargano versus Axiom.
Who cares? I didn't watch
I
that
mean, I
match.
get like who cares, but like at this point, I was fiending for a good match, and right after Carmelo Hayes and Rey Fenix, and then Johnny Gargano and Axiom was good. It's just I don't know. The storyline sucked. Like the storyline is ass, so it's hard to get people to invest. I did have one thing I wanted to say though. They need to bring back the Cruiserweight Championship because you have too many motherfuckers that could carry that division that aren't doing anything. Bring back the Cruiserweight Championship. I'm starting a petition.
I'm with it.
Main event, division versus the Avengers, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton. Another okay match, bruh. Just another all right match. Drew attacks Sammy to cause disqualification. The ending was better than probably the whole show. Jacob Fatu comes out and attacks Drew from behind. Cody suicide dive to Jacob on the outside. Drew attacks Cody, then goes to set up for a Claymore on Cody, but Sami Zayn intercepts with the haluva kick. Sammy and Cody both pick up the belt, have a stare down,
and Braun Breaker spears both of them.
Braun Breaker spears both of them to end the show. Show was a little, like you said, a little better than Raw, not by much though. Not by much though. They're lucky the Royal Rumble was this week. So speaking of the Royal Rumble, now it's time to get into what y'all have all been waiting for. Thank you for sitting through and listening to us recap these horrible shows. But now let's get into the meat and potatoes.
And we all start with the 30 women Royal Rumble. Now, of course, we weren't able to make our predictions on the podcast prior. So, we made our predictions before. We each picked two.
Yeah, we each picked two. My women's pick was Bianca Belair, one, because I thought she was coming back. Spoiler alert, she fucking didn't. And my second pick was Liv Morgan. How about you?
My first pick was Jordan Grace. And my second pick was Io Sky, even though I'm a little upset that number 30. But we'll get to number 30. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, Women's Royal Rumble. How did you feel about the Women's Royal Rumble? Like, what did you think about the Rumble as an entirety? And did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
I did. I did like the Royal Rumble. I think the women's was lit. I'm not gonna lie to you. The women's was definitely lit. I think once they started out with Charlotte and Alexa, I was like, ooh, okay, we're gonna get a little
Charlotte, Alexa 1 and 2.
But no, I thought this was probably the most lit like women's Royal Rumble to me. Yeah, I think this is one of the ones.
I had to go back and look at last year's, but like right now, I agree with you. But I had to go back and look at last year because I feel like last year's was like packed.
It was
with motherfuckers, bro.
But I don't think they can get that many people like to come to Saudi though. That's
Yeah, no. That's cool. I was just saying like the talent wise in that joint, like it was. Yeah, like I feel like that was packed. But this Rumble was good. Started off a little slow. Like we had like 14 people in there at one point by like 20, number 20. Like it was slow. Like not a lot of eliminations to
until
start
Lash
the match.
Came in there.
Until Lash Legend comes in. I don't think I have her number in what she came in at, but she came in, start clearing house, probably the MVP of the Women's Royal Rumble with I think she had to have like 6 eliminations, but the people she eliminated, both Bella twins, at one time, Charlotte Flair,
she got Rhea out of there,
Io, and she didn't get Rhea about it. She got eliminated by Rhea.
That was a kill.
She got eliminated by Rhea. It took Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez teaming up to get Lash out of there. So I fucked with that. Lash Legend looked crazy out there. The Saudi crowd was hating because what got to be said don't got to be explained.
It's understood. Don't got to be.
Yeah. But yeah, this match was good. Oh, Jordan Grace, she eliminated Jordan Grace as well.
Yeah. Can we talk about in the lieu of all those eliminations, obviously, you know, Lash threw out EO, Rhea threw out Lash, Raquel threw out Rhea,
Mm-hmm.
and lo and behold, who throws out Raquel Rodriguez? None other than her Judgment Day counterpart, Liv Morgan.
Yeah, Liv throws out Raquel, which I thought was I was shocked to see it happen. Um, but I fucked with it because now we got it. There's no turning back. Something has to happen from this. Something has to happen. Something has to happen between the Judgment Day for this. You cannot go on acting like, oh, it was just, oh, it was whatever. Oh, we're gonna make up and say sorry and apologize. No, she just took away your chance to go to WrestleMania, Raquel. There's
Hmm.
something has to happen.
Um, we get some some new and some surprise entrants. We get a JC Jane appearance. We get a Kalani Jordan
Yeah,
appearance.
Kelani Jordan at 27, JC Jane at 24.
Um, we also get the worst return of the night. We get the return of none other than Brie Bella, who comes down the ramp, yes, chanting. And by me, oh gosh, this is horrible. This is horrible. And it's not because she's a woman. It's because she came out there like she was the one with a broken neck.
Yeah, she came out there and looked every bit as stiff as fuck.
Oh my God. Like I've never seen worse yes kicks. Like I could do better yes kicks than that.
The Miz does better yes kicks.
Like that, oh my, like she just looks so stiff. Like, and that's what I'm saying. They can't get anybody to come to Saudi. Like, I wonder how much they paid her to come out there.
I mean, she's been talking about wanting to come back, so she probably didn't have to give her much, to be honest.
That is true. That is
Because she's been
true.
saying how much she wanted to come back, and I'm not going to cast too much judgment on her right now because it was her first match back. But woo,
Yeah, but
we gonna have to find some WD-40 and put it on fast because we need to work.
something, man.
You gotta loosen up out there, man.
Yeah, we gonna need to put some oil on them bones. We got a Soul Ruka appearance. Shout
So
out Soul
Ruka
Ruka.
appearance,
You feel
uh,
me?
she lasted into the top 3, which is a
Yes.
crazy look for her. Uh,
And of course, at number 30, we get the return of one of the greatest female wrestlers of this generation today, Tiffany Stratton.
Welcome back, Tiffy Time, man. It's been a minute. We haven't seen her since she lost the title to Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. Was that? No, that
No,
wasn't
it was
WrestleMania. That was what was that?
no, that was a Saturday Night's main event.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
Saturday Night's main event.
Saturday Night's main event.
So Tiffany Stratton returns for a second. Like I forgot all about it for
Yeah,
for real, for
I
real.
do too.
And for a second, when I saw her come out, I said, "Damn, they might have her win it."
I tried to forget everything I said and focus on Tiffany time, but I stay true to my word. I stay with my picks, even though you know, my picks got thrown. Well, Jordan Grace got thrown out at like 18, and then EO she fought hard, but she got up out of there. So I was out the mix.
Hey, bro, I
Um,
only had one pick. You had two. I only
yeah,
had one pick in the Rumble.
yeah. I mean, we didn't know if Bianca was ready to come back, and
Oh,
apparently
my
she's
heart
not.
hurts. Please, Bianca, if you're listening to this, we need you back. We need you back, like so bad.
So, um, But we're starting to kick up now. We have all 30 entrants in this women's Royal Rumble. We're starting to get a lot of uh, big eliminations, and
Yeah,
we
that's
come
where that
down to
whole thing kicks
you
off
know
with Lash and everybody.
we get to the final three. The final three is Sol Ruka, Tiffany Stratton, and Judgment Day's Liv Morgan.
Now, I have the entire finish written down here. Um, Double Soul Snatcher on Liv and Tiffany by Soruka. Um, all three men fight over the ropes. I said men. All three women. My bad. My apologies. All three
Wow.
women. All three women fight over the ropes onto the apron. Soruka tries to do a soul snatcher off the ring,
Yes,
apparently,
off the
to
ring off the
the
top of the
tri-
ring apron.
the Tiffany, which probably would have eliminated her too anyway, if you think
Yeah.
about it. But Tiffany counters, tosses Soul out, and Liv hits the Oblivion on the apron uh, to win the Royal Rumble. Liv is the winner of the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble. She's going to WrestleMania. Um, I was hyped because one, that was my pick, one of my picks, and two, Liv Morgan has been runner up for the last 3 years in a row. So looking at the landscape of this Rumble, it only made sense. If it wasn't going to be Bianca coming back and winning, it had to be Liv. Like you just can't have her keep being runner up.
Mm-mm. So, hey man, listen, shout out to Liv Morgan, man.
Yeah,
Her time is far to come.
we'll see who she chooses, whether it be Stephanie Vaquer or Jade Cargill. Stephanie Vaquer has a match on Monday against
Raquel.
Raquel for the title. We'll see if they give the title to Raquel here. Um, I don't know if they will. Uh, but I wouldn't be mad at it because then you get to run the storyline with the Judgment Day, which
Yeah.
facing each other at WrestleMania, which would be dope.
And then
Um,
after that,
yeah, great
oh
women's
yeah,
rumble to start off the show. Great way to start off the show.
absolutely.
Um, uh, from there you go into AJ Styles versus Gunther.
Hell of a
Um,
match.
hell of a
Hell of a match.
match. Bittersweet for me because I got to watch AJ turn back the clock a little bit. Um, but unfortunately, uh, Gunther wins. He puts AJ to sleep with uh, the sleeper hold. AJ tries to fight out multiple times, but Gunther is able to sink it in at the end. AJ passes out. Uh, instead of tapping out like somebody else we know.
Listen, man, that was my man Swan Song. All right, that's what he does. He never top him. He never quit.
he
Never tap out in 20 years. So
he had to get he had to pat put AJ to sleep. You couldn't get my man to tap. Uh, but yeah, it's the end of AJ Styles' career. Triple H and multiple other people have since come out and said that no, AJ is not going anywhere else to wrestle. He has said the end. This was the last one. So I'm very sad because AJ Styles on any day you ask me who my favorite wrestler of all time is, you're gonna get two answers depending on the day, and that's either Shawn Michaels or AJ Styles. And
respect.
um yeah, that's my GOAT. Uh and knowing that I will never hear you don't want none again. I will never see AJ come out and do the taunt and with the pyro. I will never hear the AJ Styles announcement again. It's bittersweet for real. Because I know AJ had one of the best careers of all time, but it's come to an end now. I just had to be grateful for the run that he had last year. Even though I thought 2026 we would get more AJ Styles to the end of the year, but hey, man, it is what it is. How about you? How did you feel about the Gunther and AJ Styles match, the ending? AJ finally
Nah, man. I
called
mean,
it in.
like you said, bittersweet. Obviously, we both follow AJ for a good amount of time. Um, it was a swan song, man. I just the way they have Gunther booked right now, being the 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 one to retire the legends and the greats. I mean, it sucks, but I he still went out on his shield, still went out his gun. He didn't tap. He fought with all his heart. AJ definitely is a first ballot in my eyes. I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Um,
First battle Hall of Famer in multiple companies. It should be.
so, I think now he can kind of fall into the producer role, and I mean, and we already see what he do as a performer. So as a producer, I feel like there'll be nothing less of phenomenal. So shout out to AJ. Um, Hell of a career. And Gunther is still your monstrous heel.
He's still the modern day legend killer. So,
So, you
uh,
know,
good match though. Great match. Uh,
and we
Sammy,
get
Sammy versus Drew is next for the WWE Championship.
Sammy has never lost in Saudi, but he is also 0-11 against Drew McIntyre.
Well, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it now. You can go ahead and add another one to that list. Sami
He's
Zayn is 0-12 now against Drew McIntyre. That's all I have to say. To be honest, he lost again. Like he
never
fucking lost.
lost.
He
Well,
lost again. Sami Zayn loses again. That's basically it. That's all I can say about this match. That's all I
that's the
have to say about
headline.
this match.
That's the headline. Sami Zayn once again.
Loses. Right? And this is even crazier because he's not in the Royal Rumble later. So
No,
he just loses.
he had all this build up in Montreal just to lose in Saudi. Wow,
Oh my
man.
gosh, bruh.
Sheesh, just
Oh my
woof.
gosh. Him and Finn Balor in the gulag.
Yeah, at this point.
Uh we can move on to the main event. Like there's nothing. Let's just move straight into the main event.
Now
Men's
we
Royal Rumble.
30 man. Now, of course, once again, we make our picks before the Royal Rumble. Um, I go with Roman Reigns and Randy Orton for my two picks.
I went with Braun Breaker. And a second pick, I just called one halfway through the match on some trolling shit. I said Dom. I didn't even know if he was going to be in the match or not. Just because I was so like at that point, I had already been pissed off. Just like I just was like, you know what? I don't even give a damn.
So we start off the match with the number one, well, I think it's the number one pick, and we do have a draft. La Lula Oba Femi. Oba Femi goes number one.
Obafemi debut
Feel
is
me?
in the Rumble at number one. I
And
said, oh yeah, we about to get the hole in some motherfuckers out of here.
and number two, earlier on the pre-show, Paul Heyman pretty much goes after Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce pulls some strings and concocted Braun Breaker being number two. So he said, "Fuck around to find out," and we get Braun Breaker at number two.
So this is some crazy shit because Braun Breaker is making his entrance to the Rumble. He is then attacked by a hooded man with a mask. He is thrown into the steel steps, super kicked, and then stomped.
Hmm.
And instead of the masked man unveiling himself, he runs away. He tosses Braun Breaker back in the ring and runs away. The bell rings, and Braun Breaker Obafemi eliminates Braun Breaker as soon as the match starts. What the fuck?
We did all that. He did all that.
We did all of this. All. Oh.
Pledge allegiance to Braun Breaker just for him to get thrown out 2 seconds within the match.
Braun Breaker's the guy you want to send out of here in 30 seconds? In 10 seconds? Braun Breaker is the guy that you want to eliminate in 5 seconds. Braun Breaker, out of every member of the division, spent the least time in the Royal Rumble.
Yep. Logan Paul spent more time in the Rumble than the people who actually wrestle.
What the fuck? What are we doing? What are we doing? WWE, like, what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm. I wish I knew.
Once that happened, I said this shit is gonna get this shit is gonna get spooky. Yeah. Solo is next at number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it Rusev? I think it's Solo. Solo's next at number 3, and then Rusev at number 4. Both get eliminated by Obafemi.
Yeah, Obafemi goes on a pretty much an elimination spree.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio is next. He eliminates Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, he was just on fire. He was on fire. Then we get Damian Priest.
Javon Evans at 8. Cody Rhodes at number 11, which I thought was interesting. Sending him out there that early.
We get we get some new faces. We get Powerhouse Hobbs, all now known as Royce Keys.
Royce Keys debuts at number 14. He eliminates Damian Priest, which is dope for him. Big entrance with pyro and everything. Shout out to Powerhouse Hobbs, or formerly known as Powerhouse Hobbs, now Royce Keys. One of the best spots in the night. El Grande Americano comes out at 12. And then at 13, out comes the original El Grande Americano. They have a showdown, and they, which I thought was funny. It was hilarious. And I think they eliminate each other.
They do.
Out the Royal Rumble.
They do.
You had Austin Theory at 15, Bronson Reed at 16, Ilya Dragunov at 17, Logan Paul at 20. Bronson Reed eliminates Royce Keys. And then at 21, the guy that everybody really thought was going to win the Royal Rumble, LA Knight returns.
LA Knight, yeah. No, I was saying LA Knight, but you missing the biggest spot. You missing the biggest spot.
Oh,
the Mr. Yeet Man.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man. Come on.
Jey Uso is out. Jey Uso is out here as well. Everybody.
Let's run it back. Let's run it back.
I feel like that guy now. Oh look, it's Jey Uso. Everybody. Like I feel like that guy. Like come on, bro.
Boo that man. Boo.
Like all right, I guess. Like LA Knight comes back. LA Knight eliminates basically almost the rest of the division besides Logan Paul. Brock Lesnar is number 22. He comes out. He tosses motherfuckers. Brock and Oba have a couple stare downs in this joint, which had the crowd like shaking. Like everybody was set. This was the moment everybody was waiting for. Once you knew that Obafemi was going to be in the Rumble, once you knew that Brock Lesnar was going to be in the Rumble, this is what we wanted to see. We got they teased us with a little bit of it. We got a little bit. But then Brock eliminates Oba.
But then who eliminates Brock? Cody
Cody.
Rhodes.
It was Cody and
LA,
somebody
I
else.
think.
LA
That's
Knight
yeah.
eliminate Cody, and this was before I think Jey Uso was making his entrance. So Jey Uso hadn't even come out yet at this point. Jey Uso was making his entrance when Brock Lesnar got eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
We had to see Brock Lesnar get eliminated in a little side box to the side.
So we can get the eat, man.
So we can get a full Jey
Run it
Uso
back.
entrance through the crowd.
Mm-hmm. With the
Bruh,
flowers.
you telling me we couldn't have Oba take out Brock if you was just going to have Brock get eliminated right after?
Nope.
And Brock didn't even eliminate anybody but like Ray Phoenix. We're 20-some people into this Rumble and it's already I'm already seeing a lot of things that I don't like. But we keep going. Yeah, Jey Uso is number 25. Roman Reigns is number 26. Something funny I thought happened in this match. Roman comes out and he daps up Jay and he tells Jay like, "Hey, let's run it back. Let's do the run back." They go to run it back and Roman just hits him with an uppercut. I thought that was
Goddamn run it
cool.
back,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
Real Rumble, man.
Cody and Roman had a stare down, but before they could go at it with each other, number 27 comes out and it's Jacob Fatu. Jacob and Cody get into it. Cause they got beef because Jacob cost Cody the WWE Championship. Penta comes out at 28. Cody eliminates LA Knight. Randy comes out at 29. And then at number 30, right? I'm like, who's going to be number 30? We haven't really gotten much here in this Rumble yet. We haven't got much here. But who's going to be number 30? Part of me is hoping it's Dom. He's finally coming back. A part of me hoping it's Jericho. But it is neither of those. Number 30 is Gunther. Which is, okay, Gunther. Well, he should win it, right? Because he was runner-up last year. So he should win the Royal Rumble, right? Of fucking course not. Because Gunther is eliminated by Randy Orton.
No, he's not.
Oh, no. Gunther is eliminated at the end. I had it mistyped. Gunther eliminates Randy Orton, but is eliminated by Roman Reigns. Who wins the Royal Rumble? Taking a step back, Cody was eliminated by Drew McIntyre as he was pulling himself in the ring. Drew comes out, hits him with a Claymore, and eliminates him. And that led to Roman eliminating Jacob, Jey Uso, Logan Paul. Like I said, Gunther eliminates Randy, who was the final three with him and Roman. And then Roman eliminates Gunther. Gunther is runner-up again. And Roman Reigns wins the 2026 Royal Rumble. In my opinion, I'm gonna let you finish it off and get your bars off. But in my opinion, definitely didn't need it. Definitely, like, if you were going to have Gunther come in the Royal Rumble after having the match with AJ, after he said he wasn't pulling double duty, after he just took AJ's career, and you don't have Braun Breaker last more than 30 seconds in the Rumble, you would think they would give it to Gunther because of what he just did, what he's been doing. But no, Roman Reigns, who hasn't even been on television since, what was that? Survivor Series?
Mm-hmm.
wins the Royal Rumble.
When
That's your guy, so I'm gonna let you get it off.
when you put a sorry receiver in front of me like Michael Crabtree in the biggest moment of his life to go face to face, toe to toe with the greatest professional athlete, the greatest world champion, the greatest undisputed champion of this generation, the longest reigning WWE champion of our times, of the modern era, the head of the table, the original tribal chief, the GOAT, him, you do not get the finish you want because it is undeniable. It is unfathomable. It is written in the history books that you don't have a WrestleMania main event without the main event himself, the one with the most main events ever, the one who is constantly, undeniably box office, the one who sells the tickets, the one who sells the merch, the one who sells the one who puts everybody on his back. You acknowledge him. You acknowledge the Ula Fala which he has. Roman Reigns is your main event. Roman Reigns is WrestleMania. He is the one. There's no other ones but him. You feel me? He's not the two. He's not the three. He's the one. And you don't go big WrestleMania without having the biggest box office attraction in professional wrestling to date. And that's your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And we will be seeing him main event WrestleMania again for the, I don't know, 15th time because he's
Bruh,
him.
the man could just walk in and ask for a title shot. Why
Mm.
did he need to win the Royal
Because he wanted to
Rumble?
show you he still got it in him. That dog's still in there. It don't matter. He solidified his spot. Him.
Yeah, yeah. Roman Reigns is going to WrestleMania. Who do you think he challenges?
It don't matter who he challenges. He's getting that title back. But if I had to pick, it'd probably be Punk.
So you think he wins the world title? You think he goes after the world title?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. But I just want to say, let's not forget who called the world title. What did he call it? He called it
A
what's the
runner-up
word?
title,
Like a runner
a
up.
secondary title,
There's a word for it. It starts with a. I think it starts with a C.
a complimentary title.
Yeah, like a
Mm.
yeah. Right. This is the title you called it when you had the WWE Championship, sir. But now that you don't have your WWE Championship anymore,
Now he's gonna make this
now
title
it's the
number one.
world title. No, sir,
He's gonna
it's
make that
been
title number
number
one.
one. It's been number
Listen,
one since the guy that got
it
won it the
don't
first time had it.
listen. It don't matter who he pick. If he pick Punk, if he pick Drew, don't matter. He's winning. It don't matter. He's still going to win the title. The title's coming back home. It's coming back to the island of relevancy. You feel me? It's coming back to the Andrade family. It's coming back home. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
saying.
see. We'll see. Even if your boy shows up on Monday, to start his road to WrestleMania, or if the champion is going to have to do it himself. But we'll see. One thing I wanted to get on before we give our
Hotspots.
our hot spots and our like final grades of Royal Rumble. I want to go back to the beginning and the Masked Man. Who do you think that was? I've heard some speculation about it was Finn Balor. Some people are still trying to say it was Seth, but it didn't look like Seth at
Nah, it
all.
wasn't Seth.
Some people saying it was Grayson Waller because he was pulled out of the NXT events coming up. Who
I
was
mean,
that?
he had that beard, so could have been Greg Grayson recently did have a beard. I mean, he does have a beard. I don't know. I feel like it might have been CM Punk.
But like, why do we keep doing the
Masked man gimmick. I don't
mask
know.
man shit, and then they don't reveal themselves? Who
Yeah,
are
I
you?
don't know. I don't know.
Like, you feel me? That I find that to be a little corny. Like, because if you already done stomped them and cost them the Rumble, just imagine yourself, bro. Just imagine yourself.
I feel like it's Becky Lynch with a fake beard.
That would be dope. That would be dope. Uh, but all around Royal Rumble, Dawson Grade. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Um, hey man, I thought this was a hell of a Royal Rumble. Not many surprises, but I'm not really mad at it because you have a huge roster that should get some burn. So, um, obviously the Royal Rumbles were probably the better Royal Rumbles to date in my eyes. I'd have to give it. If I had to rate it out of 10, I'd give it. I give it an 8 just because the Royal Rumbles were pretty much the highlights of the night, and obviously AJ put on a hell of a match. Um, so I give it an 8 for me.
Uh, I feel like the beginning half of this show carried uh, tremendously. Like the women's rumble, AJ Gunther carried. Sammy and Drew was mid. In the men's Royal Rumble, just started off the worst way you could start it. Got good in the middle, and then the ending just I didn't fuck with it. So if I had to give this show a grade, for me, it'd probably be like 6.5. 6.5 generously.
All right. Well, listen, if y'all have any rates or grades on Royal Rumble for me,
If you
obviously let us know.
if you disagree with my rating, it's the 6.5. If you disagree with Rashaad's rating at an 8, let us know. If you agree, let us know. Um, but I guess we can move on to everybody's favorite segment, right?
Hey man, that's everybody's favorite segment. It's
Everybody's favorite segment.
none other than hotspots, man. Obviously, this is the part in the show where we give our three favorite spots of the week across all promotions. Um, so I think can't remember who went first, but I listen. I'll go first, man, because it's clear, it's
Mm-hmm.
evident, it's already written in stone. You feel me? You already know who my hotspot is. My hotspot of the week is. You feel me? Once again, the head of the table, the OTC, the tribal chief. He's on the island of relevancy. Now he's on his way to main event WrestleMania once again. It is the 2026 Men's Royal Rumble winner, Roman Joanna YEJ, Roman Reigns, my tribal chief. He gets my hot spot for the week, man. Shout out Roman Reigns. Once again, back on top.
Um, for me, my hotspot of the week, I might have two for you. The first one's gonna go to Lash Legend. Actually, I have three for you. The first one's gonna go to Lash Legend. Um, Yeah, it's self-explanatory. Mm, killed it in the Rumble. Uh, my second hot spot is going to go to Davis and Doyle for FTR for the tag team championships. Um, and my last hot spot is going to go to the ending of the Women's Royal Rumble. Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
All right, listen, man. If y'all have any hot spots that y'all wanna drop down, comment, send us, you feel me? Let us know, man. Let us know. But as always, that wraps up episode 26 of the Hot Tag Podcast. All
We
right.
back.
Listen, man. You feel me? Back and we better, man. Make sure y'all follow us on all our socials. I like, comment, subscribe, follow us for more content. As always, we appreciate all the love and support. You feel me? We took a little break, but we back at it, man. You know, without y'all, nothing is possible. All right. Now, as always, that's Justin. I'm Rashaad. Always remember, stay sharp.